Welcome back to Just Politicking. You know, here on the station, we talk about everything and anything. Politics, electronics, even baby diapers. So, let's begin. Did you hear what happened today? Well, Trump just placed, I should say, he placed a $200 billion tariffs. Wow. That's a lot of dough, for real. So, how do that affect me and you? Well, it's going to affect us a whole bunch. So let's just go back a little bit in time, in history. Because you know me, I like to do my research first. So, when I look back, I seen that initially Trump had initiated a 10% tariffs. That was last year. And that, in general, what happened there is that companies pretty much ate up that 10%. I would say they hide the 10%. And they included it in prices, but we just don't see it as much. But nevertheless, it's in the prices, right? So then what happened was Trump threatened China. China said, listen, you're not going to run me because that's not how it works. So China retaliated. They said, yo, I'm going to put some tariffs on you too. So the soybean industry and some of the other types of industry like pig and etc., they wound up getting slapped with China putting tariffs on their products. And they started doing some regulation type of stuff where they slow down the process of taking the import, a whole bunch of things that a government can do. So they did that. And then what happened in response to that, American farmers had to get welfare money. Yeah, I said that. I said welfare money. The farmers had to get welfare money. And I say that because the government had to give them money to make up the difference from the tariffs and the business that they was losing. So that's how that worked. It's amazing how you can give welfare money to things like that, but can't give it to average citizen. You know, don't be upset with me. I'm just politicking. I'm just saying. So let's move forward. So now we here today on a Friday, and guess what just happened? They put that 25% tariffs now. That means just about a whole bunch of products that you and me buy from China today will be 25% taxed. That's exactly what it is, because tariffs is basically a tax on imported goods from other countries. So if you're jumping for joy and think you get in China, well, I don't quite think so. So anyway, getting a little too deep in this, I said I'm going to go a little deeper. And I found out, guess what? China said they're going to do the exact same thing. But there's a bigger issue. There's a bigger issue. The thing is this, though. See, what happened is, and we got to be honest. Listen, I'm just politicking, right? I'm just politicking. But let's be honest with each other. All companies got to do is bring their products back to America and make them here. Ain't that the solution? I mean, you're going to keep putting tax, tariffs, which is basically tax, every day, every year, whenever you're going to do it, 25, 30%, 40%, maybe you decide to increase it by. But what's happening is that a regular American is paying it. Trump ain't paying that tax. Instead of saying, you know what, companies, you guys got to get your act together and start pulling out of these countries. Because that's really the solution. I'm just saying. I'm just politicking, right? So we going to sit and fight for these companies that went overseas in the first place to do their business. This is kind of like ridiculous, you know that, right? It's kind of like ridiculous. I mean, seriously, let's think about that, right? So now the government, is going to fight for these companies to help them out. Meanwhile, we can't fight for the people that ain't got no money, and I don't see them holding for that. Where's the fight for that? I don't see it. You see it? I don't see it. I don't see it. But that's what they're fighting for. So now we're going to put tariffs on, and once again, this helps out who? It helps out corporations again, because guess what? They're not going to eat all that. They think they're going to eat 20. Think about it. Would you eat 25%? I don't think so. In other words, let's put it this way. Do you like the fact that every time you buy something in the store or you purchase an item and you got to pay 25% more on that item? I mean, is that okay? And then Trump said, yo, listen, people, listen. I said, it's okay. Suffer a little bit. It'd be all right. Take the hit. Take the hit for American people. And American, like, some of these Americans, like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it for the country. Okay. So my real question becomes, how's that affecting Trump or the rich people? Right? People got money. You may say, well, they're going to lose money because people going to buy less. This is true. I agree with that. So the solution to that, once again, still remains, get your butt out of China then. Go some other place and do business. If it's really hurting you and they stealing your secrets and all that, why you keep doing business there then? Right? Why you keep doing business there? It makes no sense. So now you're stuck with a situation, I'm just politicking, you're stuck with a situation where most of your manufacturing is coming from countries like China. So in a way, you're kind of dependent on them. Bad situation to be in. You can't depend on no one in business. That's business 101. Everybody know that. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that companies do diverse their business across the globe. But at the end of the day, if a huge percentage of your profit is coming from there, then it ain't going to hurt you. A good example of that is, guess who? Apple. Apple products are manufactured massively in China. Foxconn. Let's give you an example. They manufacture a lot of their goods. So guess what's going to happen to those iPhones and those iPads? Price going to go whoop. A whippy-doo. They going up. They going to go up. They going to go up. You know, one more thing I'm going to say. It's amazing how you hear all these analysts. Listen to all the analysts prior to the tariffs going up today. They make all these speculations. Well, you don't know. We look at the charts. The bears up, the bears down. The stock market is stock market, and all that gobble, gobble, gobble. At the end of the day, China did not bend, and they still saying China's going. No, China's going to bend. They're gonna give in. No, they're not, because they know they got time on their hand. They got time. If you run in a country that's practically a dictatorship, you know, communist country, you got time. American president's only in, what, 4, maximum 8 years. They got time. They all right. We're okay. And another thing, people, keep in mind what China is doing. Look, go to Commerce of China and see what they're doing. They're building up roads and initiative with other countries. They build up these bridges with other countries. So they understand that they're going to diversify to other countries and do business elsewhere to make up the differences or make up the loss. People, it's not a one-way ticket. It's not. Peace. I'm just politicking. Don't be upset with me. Just politicking.